So I've seen some articles about the dams in Michigan that they say are basically gonna fail at any moment. Probably over 10 years ago, I saw a whole bunch of stuff about bridges and the roads, and definitely the bridges were basically past their expiration date and were collapsing. I just saw an article about the power grid and how it's been overdue for upgrades because they keep kicking the can down the road like most companies do, most governments do, most organizations do. And basically, it's our entire infrastructure because infrastructure refers to the fundamental physical and organizational structures, facilities, and systems necessary for society, economy, or an organization to function, which is literally everything I was talking about, plus a whole bunch of other stuff. And I guess my question is why on earth are we focusing on going to space? Why on earth are we focusing on these data centers when we have real needs for things that our society has to have? We do not have to go to space. We don't have to. We do not have to have these data centers to steal information from everyone so you can use it against them. That is not necessary. Bridges are necessary. Our power grid is necessary. You can say the dams aren't necessarily necessary in Michigan or everywhere else, but a lot of people would lose their homes and flooding, and so I'm going to say it's more necessary than stealing people's data. And you see all this stuff and all this waste, and yet we have real needs that people don't care about in power, that are supposed to care about these things and are supposed to care about the American public. But it seems like America is on the verge of collapse. And not because a nation's stronger than us, not because economically we can't function. It's because of the lack of leadership that has been going on in this country for decades upon decades upon decades. From city all the way up to federal. And I don't know how it's fixed because these people refuse to give up their power, and they have all these people backing them that benefit and get rich off of kicking these cans down the road. I guess I'm just waiting for America to collapse and we can start over. Because that's what it seems like is going to happen. This comfy way of life, it will come to an end. And it's going to be very, very, very hard for people to deal with it because they're not mentally prepared, much less physically, but mentally prepared to not have their cell phone and be able to tweet everything in their life. Get prepared. Gas prices are the least going to be the least of your problems. Going to be the least of my problems. When you can't turn on your electricity, like you flip a switch, nothing. Can't charge your cell phone. No Wi-Fi. You have to actually focus on stuff that keeps you alive, like food, water, keeping out of the weather, versus what did Taylor Swift do today? What did my favorite celebrity do today? Because they're using that stuff to keep you blind to what they're doing and how they're ruining America. Slowly but surely. We don't have to wait for another country to end us. we're doing it to ourselves.